Environmental Challenges, an e-lecture by Imani Gums. It was as far back as the age of the Renaissance when it was discovered that human practices such as deforestation, irrigation, and grazing transformed the very environment in which we lived and local ecosystems. The Industrial Revolution showed just how strongly humans impacted the environment. This gave rise to the term Anthropocene. Anthropocene describes a new era comprising recent centuries where human behavior has had an increased influence and impact on the Earth's atmosphere, seen as so significant as to constitute a new geological epoch, which is a fancy way to describe the period of time in which human activity has been the dominant influence on climate and environmental changes. The environment comes in different shapes and forms. There is the biophysical or natural environment, the built or modified environment, and social and business environment. The biophysical or natural environment refers to the surroundings of an organism and includes the factors that have an influence on its survival, development, and evolution. For example, imagine a marine aquatic oasis. Fishes swimming, crabs snapping their claws on the ocean floor, and here comes a sea turtle minding its own business until in the distance it sees a jellyfish. But it isn't really a jellyfish, it's a trash bag. It eats it, and because it's not biodegradable, it causes a blockage in its digestive tract and eventually dies. So in this example, the surroundings of this particular organism is the ocean, and one of the factors influencing its survival is humans' wanton consumption and disposal habits. The natural environment can refer to a world which includes or excludes humanity. The built or modified environment refers to man-made structures or spaces that provide the setting for human activity. Think houses, furniture, parking lots, etc. Companies like to refer to the effects their business operations will or have on the modified environment. A common example of this is air quality. The business environment is comprised of internal and external factors. For example, clients, suppliers, competitors. The social environment includes social institutions. These institutions are part of the order of society, which controls the behavior and expectations of citizens. So it includes laws, government activities, markets, technological and economic trends. According to Kopina and Blewett, there are 4 different types of environmental impact. Direct impact, when a person trying to directly lessen their carbon footprint chooses to use public transit instead of having a car. Indirect impact is supporting or not supporting policies that has an effect on health and global consumption. Private sphere environmentalism, doing things at home like recycling or composting. Public sphere environmentalism, engaging in protests, being part of environmental organizations, and petitioning. The 2 that jump out most to me is it is not us and the animals and plants adapt. This is the current debate on climate change. Climate change is considered a political hot topic that could spark heated debates, and despite having scientific proof that human activity is the cause, there's people that are still out there believing this. Now for the company example. In order to explain this, you must know what is greenwashing. Greenwashing is the practice of misleading customers and the public into thinking that a company, its product or service has a positive environmental benefits when that may not be the case. In the instance of Dawn dish soap, a few years ago, At the time of the huge oil spill, Dawn marketed its product as safe on wildlife. But is it really? They use the tragic event to demonstrate how well their product can cut through the toughest of substances. Shay Gunther, author on Mother Nature Network, writes that Dawn is a petroleum-based dish soap, and their green advertisement campaign increased the demand for the soap and consequently the demand for oil. Not to mention that they are shown cleaning oiled birds with an oil-based product. The increased demand for oil that they are making are incentivizing oil companies to keep drilling for more oil, which increase the likelihood of yet another oil spill. It's a vicious cycle. To conclude this presentation, my opinions on the environment. Humans are easily distracted. We can see a news headline that states that the number of elephants have dropped to 62% one day. We give an angry face or crying face reaction to it on Facebook and scroll past it to find Cardi B and Nicki Minaj are feuding again over some insignificant matter, and that consumes our thoughts for the next 5 minutes. We do nothing about it. We react and not act. We may take down all wildlife with us, as our greed forces us to become extinct, but the earth will rebound with us gone.